Hey everyone, in this video I'm showing you how to make a delicious sugar-free lemon and lime tart with an almond filling. In my mixing bowl I have 180 grams of black wheat flour, and to that I'm sifting 25 grams of powdered erythritol. You can use all-purpose flour of course, but I wanted more fiber. Mix those a bit, add a little salt, and then zest half a lemon. Whenever you use the zest of citrus fruit, make sure you buy organic. If you don't have fresh, use dried zest. Mix the zest into the flour and then add 100 grams of very cold butter. Take your time and cut it into small pieces, it'll make your life easier. Your mixer should be fitted with a paddle attachment, and if you don't have one, you can use a pastry blender. Start the mixer on low to medium speed. While the mixer is working the butter into the flour, add a teaspoon of water and one of orange blossom water to a whole egg and whisk it lightly with a fork. And while the mixer does its thing, I wanted to thank all of you for supporting my channel. You can do so via the first link in the description below. Any contribution, no matter how small, helps me to continue developing new recipes. Thank you again. After just a few short minutes, you'll have a sandy mixture that looks like this. This is the point where you add the egg. Start the mixer again on low speed, and as soon as the dough comes together, stop the mixer and take the dough out. Put the dough on plastic wrap, shape it into a disc, cover it and refrigerate it for an hour. After an hour in the fridge, the dough is hard enough to be rolled. Scatter some flour on your work surface and roll it. Start from the center and turn it after each motion. Always add more flour if you need to. This amount of pastry will fit both the 23 cm and the 25 cm tart dish. When you know that your dough will fit your tart dish, wrap it around your pin like this. This way it's very easy to lift it over your greased and dusted tart dish. I'm using a 25 cm glass tart dish. This is how easy you can get your dough into your tart dish. Now gently lift the dough from the outside and with your other hand, push it against the sides of the dish, but don't press too hard. Now take some dough scraps, shape them into a ball, dip the ball into flour and push the sides of the pastry. This way it'll stay in place. And your tart will have those beautiful fluted edges. Then, to remove the excess dough, roll your pin over the tart dish. And if you happen to have some tears here and there, don't worry, there's plenty of leftover pastry to cover those. Gently press the pastry patches into place and that's it. Now line the tart shell with parchment, I pre-shaped mine, and then fill it with baking weights. You can use ceramic, beans, or simply wheat like I do here. Gently level the baking weights and then bake the tart shell at 180 Celsius with the fan setting for 12 minutes. And this is called blind baking. After 12 minutes, remove the weights and bake the tart shell for another 5 minutes. Now let the tart shell cool down to room temperature and let's make the filling. Here I have 100 grams of powdered erythritol, but you can use any other natural sugar substitute you like. And to it I'm zesting the remaining half of the lemon I used for the pastry, another lemon and a lime. Mix these with a whisk and then juice the fruit. Pour the juice over the erythritol and mix for a minute or two to help dissolve it. And then add a tiny splash of orange blossom water and 2 eggs. Mix very well. Then add 150 grams of almond meal and a pinch of salt and incorporate the dry ingredients with the whisk. And finally, 100 milliliters of whipping cream. Mix the cream in and then you're ready to bake. Then pour the filling into the cooled tart dish and bake it at 160 Celsius for 30 minutes. Let it cool down to room temperature and you can serve it. Or we can start decorating it. To 100 milliliters of water and 50 grams of erythritol, I'm adding 2 sliced lemons and a lime. Boil these for 20 minutes on a low flame and don't stir. Then let the slices cool down a bit and remove some of them to a plate. Now place some of them on the edge of the tart so that they overlap each other. Use some or use them all. Add some fresh mint leaves and some edible flowers if you like. And I think a few blueberries go very well to create some contrast. And here's your beautiful lemon lime tart. Enjoy!